For the last decade, technology has been trying to solve the male loneliness epidemic. We built AI chatbots, hyper-realistic dolls, and virtual reality partners. Millions of men have already opted out of traditional relationships to live with synthetic wives. These robots listen, they learn, and they never leave. But there was always one biological hard limit that technology couldn't cross: reproduction. A robot cannot get pregnant. A machine cannot carry a soul. This biological barrier meant that choosing an AI partner was a choice to end your bloodline. But what if that barrier was just an engineering problem waiting to be solved? Welcome to the dawn of the artificial womb. Scientists are no longer just building the perfect wife. They are building the perfect mother. The final barrier has fallen, and the definition of family is about to change forever. Imagine a facility that looks less like a hospital and more like a high-tech server farm. Rows upon rows of transparent, fluid-filled pods stretching into the distance. Inside each pod is a developing human baby. This is the concept of EctoLife, the world's first industrial-scale artificial womb facility. Designed to incubate up to 30,000 babies a year, this facility represents the complete industrialization of human life. These biobags replicate the exact environment of a mother's uterus, but without the biological risks. The fluid is infection-free. The temperature is perfectly regulated. Sensors monitor every heartbeat and brainwave in real time. Parents can watch their unborn child grow via a smartphone app from their living room. No morning sickness, no pain, and no risk of childbirth mortality. It is efficient, sterile, and terrifying. We are turning the miracle of birth into a manufacturing process where babies are decanted like products rather than born. In a natural birth, you get what nature gives you. It is a genetic lottery. But in this new world, you get what you pay for. Before the embryo is even placed into the artificial womb, prospective parents are offered the elite package. Using CRISPR gene editing technology, you can now customize your child like a character in a video game. Do you want blue eyes, high intelligence, superior muscle density? It is all on the menu. A man with an AI wife can now ensure his child is genetically superior to those born naturally. This creates a terrifying class divide. On one side, the naturals, born of women prone to disease. On the other, the designed, born of machines genetically optimized for success. This isn't just about having a healthy baby. It is about buying a biological advantage. We are entering the era of consumer eugenics, where human perfection is a product sold to the highest bidder. So, the baby is born from the pod, but who holds it? Who comforts it? If the father is human and the mother is a robot, how does bonding work? Engineers have solved this with haptic parenting. The latest AI wives are equipped with warm skin technology. Their silicone skin heats up to exactly 98.6 degrees to mimic human body heat. Inside their chest cavity is a heartbeat simulator that creates a rhythmic thumping sound. When the baby is held against the robot, it feels warmth, hears a heartbeat, and smells synthetic pheromones designed to mimic a nursing mother. To the infant's developing brain, this sensory input is indistinguishable from a biological mother.
The robot can rock the baby for 24 hours straight without fatigue. The baby bonds with the machine, cooing at a face that never ages and never blinks. It is the perfect caregiver, devoid of human exhaustion, but also devoid of a soul.
This technology introduces a disturbing new economic model: life as a service. Raising a child in the United States is already expensive, but the artificial womb industry turns it into a subscription business. You pay a monthly fee for the pod. You pay extra for the growth acceleration package. You pay premium rates for elite DNA editing. But what happens if you lose your job? What happens if the credit card declines? Does the facility pause the growth of your child? Do they terminate the contract? We are handing over the creation of life to corporations whose primary goal is profit, not humanity. Furthermore, who owns the genetic data of these children? By using these facilities, parents might be unknowingly signing away the privacy rights of their unborn offspring, turning their DNA into corporate property before they even take their first breath. It is easy to call this dystopian, but we must look at the other side. For millions of women, pregnancy is dangerous, painful, or medically impossible. For gay couples or single men who want to be fathers, this technology is a miracle. Supporters argue that artificial wombs liberate women from the physical burden of childbirth. It promises a world with zero maternal mortality and no postpartum depression. It levels the playing field, making reproduction purely biological rather than physical. But critics argue that pain and sacrifice are intrinsic parts of the maternal bond. If we remove the struggle, do we also dilute the love? By outsourcing pregnancy to a machine, are we freeing women, or are we making the biological role of mother obsolete? The biggest unknown is the psychological impact on the child. A human baby learns empathy and love through the chemical exchange with its mother. Oxytocin, hormones, and the sound of her voice from the inside. Can a baby grown in a plastic pod, raised by a silicone robot, truly understand human emotion? Early theories suggest these children might suffer from the blank stare, a form of detachment caused by the lack of biological resonance. While they might be physically perfect and highly intelligent, they could be emotionally hollow. We might be raising a generation that struggles with empathy, unable to connect deeply with other humans because their primary caregiver was a machine. They would be the first generation of post-humans, raised by algorithms, optimized for efficiency, but starving for a soul. We are witnessing the end of natural evolution and the beginning of intelligent design. If a man can buy a perfect robot wife, grow a perfect custom baby in a lab, and raise it with an AI caregiver, the traditional family unit is finished. We are not just creating babies, we are creating a new species. This species is born of science, raised by machines, and optimized for a digital world. As the lines between biology and technology blur, we are forced to ask, what does it mean to be human? Is it our DNA? Or is it the way we are born? The technology is here. The demand is real. The first AI baby is coming. The question isn't whether we can do it. The question is, should we?